Take a look at this picture. Does this look like a YouTube thumbnail to you? The even better question is, does this look like a YouTube thumbnail that you would click on? This was made by Life of Riza, and it turns out a lot of people clicked on it, and it turned into one of her best performing videos. Compared to the thumbnails that come from some of the biggest creators these days, where their skin and teeth are completely smoothed out and the colors are cranked up to maximum saturation, it's no secret that these thumbnail best practices can lead to higher views. MrBeast was one of the first to prove this at scale, and then everyone started copying him to squeeze out more views as well. But there seems to be more and more creators today that are taking the path of lesser edited thumbnails. A lot of them are still performing really well. People are clicking on them. So why is YouTube swinging back to lesser optimized thumbnails? Does this crazy thumbnail optimization even work? And more importantly, should you be switching the type of thumbnails that you make? Just to be clear, I'm not even talking about traditional clickbait or those weird videos that you see in the dark corners of YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for 12 years now apparently, and if you've also been watching for a while, then you'll probably know that clickbait has always been around and it'll probably never go away. But recently, in the past couple of years, we've seen this beastification of YouTube where everyone is hyper optimizing their content. It started a new obsession with open mouths on thumbnails and this underlying idea that if you're not hyper optimizing everything about your videos, then you're leaving views on the table. We literally had YouTubers idolizing the airbrushing technique and making tutorials on how to do it. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this stuff just kind of looks weird. They look inhuman and it's really more off-putting than anything. So what's making creators stop? One reason could be that a lot of these practices don't even work.
The first thing I did on thumbnails was like, let me just close my mouth, right? Because I do that whole open mouth thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was just what people wanted.
Yeah.
But I always saw people kind of complaining about it. And I was like, all right, I'll address it. And then I finally got around to doing an A/B test where it was just me smiling or just a normal face instead of the overly expressed open mouth. And every A/B test, the like less over the top cringe expression won. And I was like, oh, I need to go fix that. And so it's, yeah, and it's kind of funny. Once I started closing my mouth and smiling and making it a little less cringe, a lot of other creators started switching over and I was like, ooh.
Keep in mind that MrBeast is talking about percentage of watch time here, not click-through rates. YouTube's A/B thumbnail tester doesn't let you compare click-through rates, so we only know which thumbnail led to more watch time. Another channel, Linus Tech Tips, A/B tested their thumbnails as well, and they found out that the big red arrows in thumbnails actually lead to less watch time if the object in question is already obvious. After tons of testing, they basically concluded that they get more watch time from new viewers when the thumbnail truthfully matches the emotion and the content of the video. If you think about it, this should have been kind of obvious, right? If people click into a video but they feel kind of misled after 20 seconds in, they're gonna click out of the video, which is not what you want. But here's probably the most important and probably the only reason why you shouldn't over-optimize your thumbnails.
Like with the thumbnails, and I found that realistic thumbnails just feel like me. It feels like, yeah, if my face is not like, then I feel more connected to the thumbnail. If I'm just making a very subtle face that's like, because it's realistic and I'm like, oh, that's legit.
Even if perfectly edited thumbnails might get the most amount of eyeballs, people are getting tired of the lack of authenticity. Hyper-optimization is actually diluting your content. It's diluting the soul of the videos that is what turns people from viewers into fans. Take a look at this Chrome extension. It's called D-Arrow. It's an extension someone made that completely replaces thumbnails and titles altogether because it's become so bad to sift through the over-sensationalized packaging. People are looking for solutions to modern-day YouTube, and it's why some newer creators are thriving so much, because they have so much more authentic content.
This place is special to me because it kind of marks the first time that I ever filmed for a creator and kind of kickstarted my journey of what I do today.
We've become so accustomed to this idea of the YouTube algorithm, but the algorithm is just another word for what viewers want. Ironically, this has been said by the person who arguably started this whole problem.
Anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience. The algorithm didn't like that video? No, the audience didn't like that video.
The point is, as a YouTuber, don't be afraid to go with your artistic choices for your thumbnails. They should still entice curiosity. You know, they should still be thoughtfully designed so that people can look at them in a glance. But you should feel free to make thumbnails that you think will make people want to click on your videos, not what is optimized for this arbitrary algorithm. Those are real people clicking on your videos, and you shouldn't do them a disservice. The people that are actually clicking on your videos will thank you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. This was Moon Kim. I'll see you in the next one.